Hi everyone, I will show you how I do the dewdrop portion in my rose painting. So first, um, I will draw the shape of the petal. I mean the dewdrop, which is usually round. And let's say this is the edge of the rose petal. Currently I'm using a regular pencil, but usually I use a watercolor pencil in color gray, but I can't reach it right now from where I am. So after sketching out the the dewdrop shape and then the petal as the background, I will choose a color, and let's say it's red, and I'll get another color. Okay, so let's color first the petal, which is this one. So color it all around. So right now my color red is still pale. I usually do a lot of overlays. So I wait for this to dry before I put on another layer of the color red to achieve a bolder color here. There. So let's wait for a while. So another layer, much pigmented layer for the petal. So my watercolor is quite translucent. I'm using a Winsor Newton Cotman, and my other mixing palette consists of Daniel Smith's, and I'm not yet familiar with those colors, so I grabbed my Winsor Newton palette. Sorry, it's blurry. So let's wait for this to dry first. Now, when your background is fully dry, in this case it isn't really fully dry yet, but so the dewdrop shape, I start painting it on with a lighter color than red. Right now I have an orange. Sorry, I'm not that familiar with my color set, so I'll just call it orange, and then put a bit in here the dark part of the dewdrop. Then I try to blend this as smooth as possible from light to from dark to light, and there, and leave some white spot, and then how do I explain this? So let it dry again. Now I'm adding a bit more red, because the base color is really red, but a very tiny, a small amount of red. There. So work on it slowly. That's layer by layer. That's how I do my dewdrops. And then work on the background again on the petal to highlight it. Now I'm still using a pure hue and no shading, or it's not yet toned, so I hope it's clear. Right now it seems it is blended with the petal already. Now let's wait for this to dry. Now this is partially dry, but I advise to wait for it to fully dry. Now you can still see the shape of the dewdrop. Now I will get a darker color of the red that I'm using. So more on a dry, not too wet, just dry, to outline the dewdrop. Let me zoom in. Sorry, it's shaky. My camera is shaky. Okay, now create a shadow line around your on one side around your the dewdrop, like this. And then my brush is fairly dry, not too wet, and then blend it with the red. Now the dewdrop will start to pop out. Don't do it all around, just some sides, especially the darker side of the dewdrop. And there, and create an outline. So our dewdrop is starting to show because of the shadowing. There. So you can add more color to the dewdrop now that it is highlighted or more formed right now. And my brush is not really that wet, just enough to push colors through. So that's wet. In applying the dark outline, make sure your paper is already dry, almost dry at least, before putting the shadow. Now what you notice from what I'm doing is I really do a lot of overlaying, because I still want to learn how to do those floral works, like in a couple of strokes it's already formed. But with me, I'm still trying to find my way and learning how to form the shadows and the highlights. So the petal, the dewdrops shadowing faded out again because I applied another layer of the color red. So if that happens, I just redo the shadowing again. So that's how I do my droplets. Sure, there. I hope it helps you in any way. This work isn't that refined because I'm conscious about the camera. So if you take a closer look here in my rose petals, it's really a mix of a sharp, bright white and some shadowy Here's my rose. Here's the petal.